Salutare tuturor, eu sunt Mecai și bine v-am găsit la un nou episod din seria noastră de Hogwarts Legacy. Ultima oară am venit pe aici teleportându-ne sau ceva de genul. What the hell, asta vorbește tablou. Profesoara aia Weasley ne-a prezentat un pic locul pe aici, Central Hall-ul. Acum trebuie să ne ducem la Charm Class, clasa de farmece. Da, cum ajung eu acolo? Arată și mie pe undeva de... Aici? Da, pe aici. Ceva lag pe aici, a? Mamă, dar mare. Uite și pe ăștia cu... pe mătură. Ah. Nice.
Lumos.
Avem doar o singură magie, Lumos. Defense against the Dark Arts Tower. Ok, și acum parcă mi s-a deblocat... Uite și pe ăsta. Se mișcă, uite tablourile ce se mișcă, exact ca în F-Cat. Na, ok, mângâi. Ok. Aici. Aici. Holy shit, e mare rău castelul ăsta.
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind him.
Press begin.
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to year 5 of charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work, but I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? Hmm? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another.
Obliviate e magia aia de te face să uiți.
Even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm. Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Accio. Ok, acum avem Accio.
Accio.
Tragem obiectele la noi.
Not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
Ok, mergem afară.
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. Hmm? So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off? Hmm?
Ok. Folosim Accio, acum am învățat-o.
Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your... That's it! Don't lose your... Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will. But instead of throwing the marbles out, you are excellent control there.
30, trebuie la 50 ca să fie cel mai mișto.
Very good.
Nu! Ah,
Happens
come
to
on.
the best of us.
Is that reset?
Very good. Points to Slytherin. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Hai să învățăm. Hai, Onai, lasă-mă
Be
face.
sharp.
Eu uite-o pe asta direct la... Bă, ești nebun, direct la albastru a dat ea? Pot să cred așa ceva.
There we go.
Accio.
What? Să-ți ia păsat?
Watch this.
Jesus, numai la 50 dă, mă. God damn it.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Be sharp.
Slab. Și o dau afară. Bine.
Oh dear me.
Aia zic. Să am grijă, deci când ajunge la asta la jumate.
Accio.
Aia zic.
Very good.
Haide.
Watch this.
Hai, lasă-mă cu watch this. Eu slăbăiști. Te-ai dus, te-ai dus. Aia am zis. Jos cu tine, hai.
Concentrate, Natsai.
30, ok.
Well done. Let us see this.
Nu, e perfect, dat tot tobot pe fraieră. Mamă, dar e praf acum.
I thought I had that.
Accio.
Mare maestru ce sunt
That's
eu.
it.
Bine, după vreo 4-5 încercări, dar... Sunt mare maestru, nu?
Very good, both of you. Well done. Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Good game back there. I must admit, I think I underestimated you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
I'm holding my own.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Ouagadougou just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Is Ouagadougou much bigger than Hogwarts?
Ouagadougou School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world. So yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
Mamă, deci mai mare ca și castelul ăsta, de unde vine fătuca asta?
Is Ouagadougou a castle, like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside. I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me, this enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Ouagadougou uses one.
Use the wand, ok. Deci acolo face magia din mâini sau ceva de genul. That's incredible. Surely the magic is weaker. Nu știu.
You can cast spells without a wand.
Oh, yes. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Ouagadougou, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Ok, se pare
Of
că...
course, you can use Accio on humans, if you're so inclined.
Well, you'd be using it on clothing, to be precise,
A
Sebastian.
word,
You
if
know
you
it
would.
won't work on humans.
Ok, deci nu merge pe persoane, merge doar pe îmbrăcăminte sau lucruri. Ok. Vreau să vorbească ăsta cu noi, profesorul ăsta Ronan.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? You did well, managing to best as gifted a student as Miss Onai.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
First complete charm class, ok. Complete the main quests. Ok, am făcut level 2. Nice, avem și Accio acum.
Accio!
Mamă, și așa repede putem să folosim. Dar ce a rămas aici în ce scrie?
After my brother learned the summoning charm, it was constant Accio this, Accio that, cutlery flying everywhere. Quite unsafe, really.
Professor Ronan reminds me of my grandfather. Loads of wisdom, but a bit mad.
Da, văd că nu poți să folosești Accio pe studenți. Era un pic cam moral, dar în fine. Întrebarea mea este, nu pot să schimb eu. Ba da, pot să le schimb.
Accio!
Ok, pe 2, eram pe 2, dar nu pot să schimb
Revelio!
gen pe 4, o să-l șterg. Da, nu știu, deocamdată, așa că... Da, nu știu, cred că o să schimbăm noi asta. Ok, mi-a zis că avem un quest nou, da? Quest. Defense against the dark arts. Attempts defense against the dark arts. But Hogwarts, ok. Să vedem asta unde ne duce.
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you?
Mhm. Cine e
Hello.
asta?
You wanted to speak to me?
Samantha Dale. I've been eager to meet you. You're the student everyone's been whispering about. Hope your first day's going well. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
I've been fortunate. Beginner's luck.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be overconfident in his. Well, better see to my charms homework. I'm afraid I can't count on beginner's luck to impress Professor Ronan.
Ok. Mergem pe aici. Mamă. Asta merg singure. Violoncel, vioare. Nice. What? Se merge singur. Quest begin. Oh, asta da. Asta e cu lupte. Îmi place aici.
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
So you want... Ok, învățăm acum Levioso. Asta de levitație. Asta e mișto. Chiar e mișto.
Levioso.
Now, let's try something a little larger.
Mă bagă de pe mine direct.
Let us begin with a basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember.
Levioso.
Good. Now, well done.
Ok, deci practic mai te ridici în aer
Very
și după
good,
dai damage.
But the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Protego era pic parcă?
Protego.
Should be easy.
Stupid. Levioso.
Mamă, câtă viață are asta.
What be your first duel?
Let's just say I'm a quick learner. Levioso.
Enjoy a lively duel.
Gata? Asta a fost tot?
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Slytherin.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments.
Ok, deci fiecare profesor ne va da niște teme în plus.
That's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
Mamă, dar ce repede se termină orele.
I'd hate to face Professor Hecat in a duel.
Da, dacă era așa și în viața reală, ce frumos era. Ok,
Nice
Sebastian.
work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice. Felt more like I was dueling an expert. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
I had my share of wand combat. It was never used my wand in combat.
I've dueled enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Fair enough. You owe me an honest duel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Sounds suspicious, intriguing.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
De ce nu?
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance, if you're interested. Till next time.
Revelio.
E vreun chest pe aici?
Oh, I'm not much for dueling. I prefer to keep things
Levioso.
friendly.
Accio.
Nu, n-am vrut să fac asta. Ok. Ia eu așa. Ok, și următorul care va fi o să-l punem pe 4. Mă rog, o să le mai modific eu.
Levioso.
Bun.
Revelio.
Pe aici nu, dar putem să dăm fast travel pe aici, văd.
What are you up to now?
Ce mă sperie ăștia de care vorbesc. Ce avem noi de făcut acum? Side quests are now available. Ok, avem side quest-uri. Crossed ones. Ok, astea sunt pentru clubul ăla secret de bătaie. Asta este Weasley after class. Meet with Professor Weasley. Să mai facem un pic din într-o misiune de asta primară. Oare pot eu să mă duc direct? Cum... Nu, n-a făcut bine.
Revelio. Protego.
Da, tot nu pot să mă duc. Bă. Ori mă știu eu cum. În fine. Mergem pe aici. Mergem repede pe jos. Pe aici. Okay. Transfiguration Courtyard. Iar o pisicuță pe aici. Quest begin.
What about the room, Professor?
Uite un
I was thinking the same
goblin.
thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, cred că e goblin, nu?
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are. I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit before you arrived. I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Hasn't Professor Fig said anything? No, hai să tot
Nothing more,
să
Professor.
fim mai
I
secretoși.
see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
What? More work?
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
What's more, can you tell me about the potion shop?
Can you tell me more about the potions shop, Professor?
J. Pippin's Potions stocks a wide array of potions ingredients, although they rarely sell recipes. Professor Sharp asks that they have a couple of particular recipes on hand for you.
What's a spellcraft?
I've never heard of a spellcraft before, Professor. What is it?
A spellcraft is a recipe of sorts used when conjuring objects. I shall explain more about them when you begin working with transfiguration magic.
There's an Ollivander's in Hogsmeade.
There is. Most people are familiar with the shop in Diagon Alley. We're fortunate to have someone like him nearby. Mr. Ollivander is a genuine craftsman and highly skilled wand maker. I would trust no one else to pair me with a wand.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
Mă și urmărește. Sebastian, I think, how about Nettie? Hai să mergem cu Sebastian. Prefer să mergem cu el.
I'd like to go with Sebastian.
Glad to hear it. Mr. Sallow is a capable young wizard, and he knows the area. He'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
Okay. Speak to Professor Ronan to receive your first assignment. Assignments are a type of quest given to your Hogwarts professor that, when completed, reward you with new spells. The reward for completing your first assignment will be Mending Charm Reparo, which is required to complete other quests. Ok. Bun, o să facem și pe asta atunci. Report Professor Ronan. Am așteptat deja afară, văd.
Ah, there you are.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor.
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that, the Mending Charm Reparo. Fixes things right up, makes a broken object good as new in the blink of an eye.
It seems as if that might come in handy.
More frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not the only one who will be teaching you spells outside of class in an effort to catch you up with your peers. A number of your professors have agreed to do so as well, but first, each shall ask that you complete a few preliminary tasks to hone your magic. I have arranged some for today. See them through and then report back to me. We will have you casting Reparo in no time.
What is the purpose of the task?
Why must I first complete tasks to learn Reparo?
No lesson or lecture can compare to first-hand experience, and these tasks should provide you with just that. Such experience is invaluable when mastering any new bit of magic.
I complete the task. Okay.
I'll start on the task right away, Professor.
Okay, search the minimap. Such areas, probabil aici.
This is the right area. I wonder where the flying page is.
Uite acolo.
Accio! Got
Ah, și eu cu Accio, am înțeles. Blackfield Pages Guide. Și ăsta e ceva side quest sau să trebuie să facem acum? Nu, nu cred că trebuie să facem. Collect flying pages in the defense. Ba nu, asta cred că e ceva side quest. Hai să vedem. Mai avem.
A flying page must be around here somewhere. Brilliant.
Gata, am uitat și pe asta. 1 din 8. Pentru Profesor Ronan. Gata, asta a fost tot? Trebuia doar să le iau pe astea două.
I trust the preliminary task.
I completed the assignments, Professor.
Marvelous. You clearly know your way around basic charms. Let us give the old mending charm a try then, shall we? Remember to be deliberate in your enunciation and movements. I want to see some vigor. Now, wand at the ready.
Yes, sir.
O nouă magie ce învățăm.
Remember, your
Ah,
wand
repero.
is a conduit of your magic.
Reparo. Nu știu ce face asta, dar putem. Bun, acum avem Reparo. Mending Charm can be used to mend broken objects and pieces of the environment.
That's
Ok.
it. Very good. If you would like to practice mending something, have a go with that broken statue in the alcove by the water. It allegedly symbolized heartbreak. Perhaps a jilted lover thought it too accurate and lashed out.
Reparo.
Nicely done. Works like a charm, doesn't it?
Ok, deci practic cu asta repari lucruri. Probabil și pentru puzzle-uri. Ok. Asta era tot? Da, aparent asta era tot. Acum trebuie să visit Hogsmeade and gather your supplies. Ok. Bun. Da, asta am să facem în episodul următor. Deja s-au făcut aproape ceva minute. Așa că sper că v-a plăcut acest videoclip în care am învățat 3 magii noi. Și da, ne vedem în următorul episod. Am fost Mecai și vă spun la revedere. Pa, pa!